I threw $75 of gas in. I got something to say to people out there. I sat there, a young lad filled up his truck. Now, what he could have done if he was sharing the world with everybody else is he could have gassed up, moved the truck, let somebody else in when it's busy like that. But it gets worse. There was a car with its, back part sitting open, and I thought, oh, well, they're getting gas and everything. She parks in front of the gas pumps, so no one can do that. She doesn't buy gas. She goes into the store, comes out with chainsaw oil, fair enough. Why in the fuck would you ever park? That's at Oaktown General Store. But any of that lady ever sees this, like, lady, you do share the world with, right? Like, you understand that? There's 8 billion people here. It's not just yours. So anyways, yeah, that's what's going on. Come to find out, she's in there yakking while the gas pump is being blocked when she's not buying gas and only buying chainsaw oil, which she could have parked over on the side, let other people go. But this is the sort of shit that goes on. Anyway, oh shit, I was running that GoPro the whole time. It doesn't need to be running now. Damn it, forgot all about it. Says I have a range of 328 kilometers. $75 of gas at $1.50 a liter. And no, they didn't have any baked goods. That sucks so much. But it's Sunday. The baked goods are always brought there, I think, Thursdays. And wish I hadn't bought Reese's. They still taste like shit. They don't taste like they used to when I was a kid. I don't know if it's just me or not. Anyway, better than nothing. Should have had breakfast at home, but I really feel like making it. We'll live. I've got a few dollars here. $2, $3. I had $3 or $4, so if I need something on the way back, I'll be fine. Now, what is this guy doing? I'm doing 80. Yeah. Thanks for the warning, pal. Fucking idiot. Okay, that's another thing when you're driving, people. When you're going to turn left or right somewhere, okay? I think the law is 20 meters, so that's 60 feet that you have to put that signal on. I mean, it's a miracle anybody uses their signal to begin with, but that's the stick on the left for you kids. Anyway, what I can say, what a world, eh? Yeah, I don't know what I did there. I just accidentally shut it off. This is so fucking stupid. Anyway, I called and left a very testy message with my salesperson at MDG. So, anyway, I better hear something Monday or I will speak to another salesperson. I'm trying to stay legal. I'm trying to stay loyal to her, but it doesn't seem to be working. And that's because people are just lazy about their work. She was supposed to return messages according to her thing on November the 1st. By November 3rd, I hadn't heard anything, and I'm thinking, you really have that many people to go through with messages in 3 days? I don't think so. Most people don't even use that kind of service. You're paying high interest, everything. Jesus, somebody was doing some major logging there. I didn't even know about that. I think I would have. Oh well, matters not. That coffee's a nice temperature now. It's perfect. So remember now, 1 minute and 47 seconds in the microwave, and I get the perfect temperature to go in the Yeti, and it stays that way. Goddamn, eh? so excited about this bus. Magic bus. How much for the magic bus? Those aren't the right words, but close enough. Now look at this. He was doing 80, now he's not. Now he's doing 70. Unbelievable. He was doing 80 or 90, I don't know, and all of a sudden now he's doing 70, and for no apparent reason. Like, now he's off the road. Holy fuck, man. Are you drunk? This is unbelievable. Hang on, I'm just going to fry this guy. Jesus Christ. Now that's a Sunday driver. Today's Sunday. What in the fuck? And he's still doing it, and he's all over the road. But there are a couple in there, and they're older. What, is she having a stroke or something? You think he'd notice? Now he's doing it to another guy back there. What in the fuck? That's going to be an accident. That's going to be an accident. I'm going to be reading about that one in the paper. God. And he's still swerving off to the side. Can't be. They can't be drunk. Older couple like that? Can't be. No. And this time of day on a Sunday? No. That's hard to swallow, man. Really hard to swallow. Oh, look, that coffee tastes good. This is Black Bear today. Well, I had a Sumatra first thing. Now I had a Black Bear coffee. Well, my neighbor's ice hut's gone. Buddy, I hope you didn't put it out on that soft water. It'll be floating out there. There you go. Put some floats on an ice hut and just leave it there year round. You just got to know some idiot somewhere out there has tried that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's get some empty barrels and, yeah, we'll just stick it in our corner of the lake. We'll chain it to the bottom of the lake. We'll even do our boat. Nice fish from... anyway, you just know somebody, you know. Okay, well, I'm going to listen to Jim Cornette and Brian Last on the Jim Cornette Experience. It's a wrestling podcast, but it's way more than a wrestling podcast. Do yourselves a favor. But if you're sensitive or woke or delicate feelings, whatever it is, that's not the podcast for you. Jim Cornette is not for you. He was revolutionary, legendary, everything, wrestling manager, but he's far more than that. I mean, he ran wrestling promotions. He knows the business inside out. We're the same age, so we grew up with the same professional wrestling. But he has, you know, he has his thoughts on politics, the world, and everything, and I don't always agree with him. About 90%. Him and I are definitely the same politics, but he's still stuck in the uniparty system, believing Democrats in the States are any good, and he hates Republicans. But I was like, you might as well hate both of them, Jimbo, because they're the same, one and the same. So anyways, so there's things I disagree with him on. I disagree with him on Israel as well. I've said it before. You chain up a dog, you kick it, you beat it, you starve it, you do all these things to this dog. What do you think that dog's going to do the next time a person walks by? Okay? Gets too close. Especially the ones doing it to them, to that poor dog. So, now I'm not comparing Palestinians to dogs, but they're being treated like beaten, abused dogs. And, well, man, Hamas did what they did. I don't agree with any of it. But, I mean, meaning, killing people for innocent people. If they were going to kill people, you should have gone right for the Israeli Defense Force or their government people. Leave the regular people alone. It's not their fault. So, anyways, so that's your bad shit, Hamas. And Israel, we're not even going to get into that. I just got to say 1943 Warsaw. And any Israeli should know that. Anybody that's Jewish over 60 will know exactly what I'm talking about. So every time you guys do stupid shit like you're doing, and you have been doing, your open air apartheid, Warsaw, ghetto, remember that, okay, Israel and Jewish people? Israel ghetto. Jewish ghetto, 1943. And you know what? There was an uprising. And those Jewish people kicked some motherfucking ass. And in the situation they were in, well, of course, you know that the Germans, eliminated all of them. So there you go. But the point is, they did fight back. And I don't know if they ended up killing anybody. May have. I'm going to go watch a documentary. Just absolutely a documentary on that. I probably have already watched it because I'm a big World War II study because of my family being in the World War and all that. I'm going to go refresh my memory on 1943. I mean, I can remember stuff off the top of my head, because I've studied. So, but I just for the life of me, I can't remember if when that uprising happened in Warsaw, where the German occupiers, their slave owners, whatever, they must have killed some Germans. They had to have. I mean, they didn't go up there just to say we want some apples. They were fighting for their lives, so they must have killed some. But anyways, be that as it may, I'll check it out. But the point is, how is that any different than Hamas? Well, they got tunnels underneath and this. Well, okay. What do you think they're going to do? Like Israelis have turned into children. We have turned into children protecting them. I don't know why that country gets priority over any other country on this planet. Well, they're Jews. Yeah, so what? That's a religious thing, folks. And we don't give, all this support to Christians or Muslims or whatever else the fuck is out there. Okay? They want to support themselves, knock yourselves out. But, again, the rest of the world suffers because of religion and their inner fighting. Palestinians being, I'm assuming, Muslim, the most of them, of some type. So it's all about religion. Muslims hate Jews, Jews hate Muslims, Christians hate, and that's, I'm not religious. Is that for sale, that truck? I don't know if Giles is selling that dump truck or not. I'll have to reach out to Jamie. You'd think he'd have a for sale sign on it. Do we need a dump truck? I think we do. Well, I nagged him about the big truck for 2 years, and, well, it's coming. So now we're going to have 2 big logging trucks with grapples and trailers. And the new truck can do float work. So I'll make probably some decent money off of that once he lets me rent it. But, fuck, I'm excited to go see the Magic Bus. I should get the lyrics. Hey, Magic Bus lyrics. How does that go? Because that's definitely what I'm calling that bus. He calls it Betty White. Okay, all gassed up, Wayne. Check. All gassed up. Already on my way, period. He's a nice guy. This is not going to be the end of it with me and him. I can tell you that right now. We're going to end up being friends. Well, I already feel like he's a friend. I wouldn't be bringing him some weed and, holy fuck, look at the traffic coming out. Yeah, that's all hunters. Look at that. ATVs, trailers stacked to the thing. Yeah, the next 2 weeks, just like summer with the cottagers. Except that with hunters and even the city ones that are cool, they're much easier and more tolerable out here. So, I don't don't know what my buddies are doing up and up. I have no idea. None. Zero. I'm sure the hunt camp's open, the Betty Ford, but there's no reason why those fucking tractors have to be on the road for people to pass, not being able to pass. Well, there's OPP. Oh, no, it's not. So say, hey, OPP, why is this guy don't move over for people? Holy shit, what's with the lineup of cars here? Oh, some big party. It looks like balloons, everything. What's going on? I don't see where they are. I don't know. Not my problem. I'm not going to their party. We're going to our own party. This reminds me, I don't need to look at this phone to do this shit. I can look at it from this direction, but I don't need to type anything, and I can just go Magic Bus lyrics. Every day, there we go. Magic Bus. Every day I get in the queue. Too much Magic Bus to get on the bus that takes me to you. Too much Magic Bus. I'm so nervous I just sit. Okay, enough. I'm driving. Anyway, you guys get the point. Magic Bus. We're getting a Magic Bus. Not coming with us today. Going to go over shit with him today, relax a little bit, enjoy his company. I definitely think I've made a new friend there. Unfortunately, he lives way the fuck on the other side of the world. And what's weird, and I told him this, I said, buddy, you're a British Columbia lad, okay? So you couldn't get any more English speaking than that. Anything east of Ottawa is pretty much French Ontario. And they're a different breed than Quebec French, but it's still mostly French out there. And what that is a lot of the people that live there came to there from the Quebec side when the separation shit was going on, because those people didn't want to separate, or whatever it is they had going on. It was, a lot of them were non-separatists, and they thought Quebec was really going to separate. It was fucking up property values, all kind of thing. They smartly came over here. Now probably a lot of them regret it, because separation is not going to happen. It didn't happen. It's not going to. Quebecers are not the same Quebecers they were 50 years ago. It's just not. And they have little time for separation. They get Canada probably more than most, because, you know, they've gone through this whole thing. Now, are we going to do 50? Oh, God, I hate these places, these towns. Speed limit here is 50, and they're doing less than 35. No traffic, no nothing. Hits the brakes. Keep hitting them. Keep hitting them. Keep hitting them. Go ahead. Come on. Keep hitting them. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's just keep going slower. Mr. Ridgeline Honda piece of shit. This is why I can't interact with the human race except through YouTube. I need to be in my bus in the middle of Yukon and just not interacting with people. And these aren't people from out here. Like this guy here, he's Ottawa Honda. He's not from here. First of all, nobody would buy a Honda originally out here. Piece of junk. The guy ahead of him is a Chev. Pickup trucks. But you always know had enough of that. They're sightseeing. 20 kilometers an hour. He slows down and he's too busy looking at Mississippi River. Unbelievable. Pull over. Get out. Be safe. Go look at your little river, but don't do it when you're on a road with other vehicles. Gosh, damn, man. I think I need to take a fucking Valium or something. I can't take these people today. I can only imagine what it's going to be like going through Rockland. I might just avoid the whole fucking thing and take the back way. This is unbelievable. I mean, 10 kilometers and under, okay, you know, like, that's, you know, but, I mean, 20, I mean, come on, people, it's not your world, man, share it. Do the speed limit, follow the laws, use your signals. What was gas here, $1.46? I would have never made it with the gas, but, yeah, so I saved I spent 4 cents more a liter, but I've been so used to paying $1.50, it doesn't even matter anymore. I'll get past this clown, Mr. Hunter, who's jamming on his brakes. There. Once we get to highway, what's the SO charging? $1. What? Oh, sorry, that was diesel. $1.45. There is a fuck of a lot of traffic for 12 noon on a Sunday. They can't all be hunters coming out. That just doesn't seem possible to me. Oh, come on, Polly, calm down. You're going to go see the magic bus. The world is changing for us here. I'm going to be able to do all kinds of neat and cool things. When I want to get away from people, I could just pick up the cats, put them up in the bus, push the ignition or turn the ignition, press play and go. With the rock and roll cranked up fucking 800 watts. See, that's what I got to talk to, one of the things I'm going to talk to Wayne about, because he doesn't think I need more solar panels. He says maybe a couple more batteries, but I'm going to explain to him that, okay, I have the laptop, which has a battery in it, but okay, that's charging, you know, charging my phones, whatever lights he has in there. But that's pretty much it. Now, the blower fan for the diesel heater, I imagine that runs off those batteries. That probably uses juice. I don't know what else he's got in there. I can't remember if he said he had a hot water tank in there. Probably not. I'm going to have to put a hot water in demand because it does have an outdoor shower on it. Not that I really care, because, you know, places that I'm going to go camping that are camping, you know, I'll use their showers. If I'm in a situation where I'm off grid for a while, well, you know, nothing like a bucket, a sponge, and some soap. And then, of course, I have those other adult big shower wipes. You can use those too. And I didn't think they'd be all that good, but I got to tell you something, they work great, even on your hair. Imagine. I have like 2 great big packs of them. I keep them there just in case, you know, we're without water for a week or something. There's no way, like, what, without power, so I don't have water. But, well, that's not, in the winter I'll have water because there's snow, so I just melt it on the wood stove. But, I mean, emergency, backup, you know. And I think what I'll do, too, is that once the bus is home and I can start stocking it, I'll buy some more of those things from Amazon and I'll just stockpile a whole bunch of them in there. So, in summer, I mean, until I don't know if I'm going to change things in the bus. Maybe I'll end up putting a shower bathroom in there. I doubt it, but you know, we'll look at, see what we got. You just never know. And him, I told him, because he says he's just going to take a few years off from, you know, the schoolie living, and then he's going to come back to it, but he's going to build another one. So I told him, I said, well, when you go to start building another one, like, if you're in this end of the world, well, then please reach out to me if we're not having talk, because I want to make sure I'm going to come visit you. I want to see, I don't want to be there every day watching him build it, but I definitely want him to send me pictures, video, and whatever else he's able to, if he's up to it. Because I want to see how he does it. Not that I want to learn. I'm not a carpenter and all that. I'm just curious. because he did such a great job on this bus. You guys are going to see. He really, really did. He had a guy after me offered him $4,000 less, and he said if I wasn't taking it, he would take it. And I said, well, first of all, Wayne, you must be young and inexperienced, because you should never tell a potential sale that. Well, I'm just being honest. And I said, well, first of all, did I not say from the beginning, unless you're not giving me the right information on the repairs that the thing needs for a safety, I'm not going to dicker on the price. I said, I've done a lot of investigation, a lot of looking around, watching YouTube videos, checking local prices, all of it. Between you and me on this, he could be asking more for it. I could probably flip it and make a good profit off it. But I have no intention of doing such a thing. But, I mean, so I told him, I'm not dickering with you on the price. I don't need to, you know. And I've got a budget that allows me, and if he has told me right what the mechanic was saying on his end, although I don't trust him, that because I thought there was going to be $5,000 or $6,000 worth of work, like just for the bus, not the accessories I want to put on it. It doesn't look like it's going to be that. It needs a catalytic converter. It runs without a catalytic converter, and I guess they'll pass it safety-wise without a catalytic converter. But you see, that Ford diesel motor, it needs the catalytic converter. First of all, it's good for the environment, I guess. Number two, that motor needs to have that for the proper back pressure, all of it. And I imagine that his fuel mileage is not as good. It's diesel, which is kind of unfortunate because diesel prices are so much higher. But then you can also go say, well, okay, the diesel bus, the mileage on it as compared to what would be a gas motor bus. I mean, Dave's from Dave's RV Life. He has that Coachman, and he's only getting like 10 miles to the gallon. So, you know, the bus probably gets a little more, maybe not much, but I'm certain it does better with the diesel than it would with the equivalent gas motor, which would probably be around the one that Dave has in his Coachman, which is a what does he have in that? A 454 Chev? Gas guzzler to begin with. It's got a big 4 barrel on it and everything. Now he's pulling that car behind him. Like, Dave's self-defeated here. He got the Coachman after he got rid of the Bounder because the Coachman was so bad the Bounder was so bad on gas and everything, right? And he was trying to save a little bit of money on gas while traveling, you know. But he wanted something similar, and so blah 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 blah. You guys can go watch his videos on your own. But here's the thing: is that he did that. Now he goes and buys a car, a small car, and now he's pulling it around on the back of his, Coachman. Well, you've just defeated everything you're doing. For what? So that you don't have to break down camp every time you want to go do something. You can jump in the car and go. And it's cheaper that way. And I get it. But for the driving he's going to do with that, as opposed to pulling it around, you're not gaining anything. He's still losing gas. Spending more on gas. And then the other thing is, and I suggested this to him, but he didn't respond or anything. He doesn't have to. It's not, same like me. I don't have to respond to everybody. But I told him he should get a quad. A nice one, too. Like, spend some money, get a decent quad, and not a side-by-side. It's too big, but for what he's doing. But a nice quad, with a nice little windshield and everything. You're totally legal to go in on these little towns, even in the States, to go shopping with them. As long as you insure it, you got your driver's license here in Canada. As long as you're not on a 400 series highway here in Ontario, you're good. And but I can ride right into Lanark. I do it all the time with the thing. We'll probably start doing it again now, especially now I'm starting to feel a lot better. Because this is like the third day in a row I've gotten up much earlier than I normally do, and I was able to go down quicker. This is direction I'm liking, because now I can spend more time during the day than these being a night bird, where nothing gets done but nothing except computer work. So, well, we're on Highway 417 now. I guess I'll fire up that camera, the GoPro. Update that. Hey everyone in GoPro land, we're still filming with the other camera, but we're just getting on the Highway 417, which is the highway that goes to Ottawa. We're going to go through Ottawa because we're going on the east side of Ottawa. I may very well take a back way there because there's some kind of traffic thing going on in Rockland. It says the road's closed, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but anyway, we'll see. The traffic in Ottawa is kind of what I'm interested in. Anyways, folks, on GoPro, there you go. This all used to be 2-lane out here. No, this didn't exist at one time. So there you go. You used to come straight down March Road to go to Almont, which is the road we were on. You just kept going straight instead of turning here to go on the highway. This didn't exist. No. I'm not right about that. It was a 2-laner from Canada to Arnprior. Then they expanded this to 4 lanes, but that was all done years and years ago. I worked on the project, but that I was driving dump trucks. I didn't do concrete here. The bridges that were all built was probably Lafarge or somebody, but I wasn't driving. I was between driving concrete mixers. I went and did some dump trucking for a while, so get bored with that. Like, it's nice because you're not in and out of the truck all the time and climbing up and down and freezing your nuts off like on a concrete mixer. But like, it gets boring in there, man, because you don't get out and do things. In those days, it was minimum 12 hours a day. So, long days. Wasn't enough newspapers to read. Now, of course, with all the internet shit, and YouTube, I mean, okay, it's probably a whole lot less boring because when you're not driving, you're sitting waiting to get loaded or whatever it is going on. If you're not doing fast runs, ton mile, then you can sit and be on your phone and do whatever, right? Watch a movie, for fuck's sakes. So it's not so bad, I would guess. I don't know. I haven't talked to anybody that's driving these days. I'm sitting at 110 kilometers an hour, so it's a good spot for this truck. The gas mileage stays pretty good. I filled up, it said 323 range. Well, we've gone at least 20 or 30 kilometers. It still says 322 now. 1 kilometer or so. See the gas gauge or the whatever it is that the computer's settling. It says I'm getting 14.1 liters, or I'm using 14.1 liters per 100. So what is that? About 3 gallons? Times 3 is 12. Maybe. So what did I say? 4 gallons? Sorry, 4 times 4 is 16. No. So 4 times 3 is 12. So 3 gallons, 3.5 gallons of gas. So for 100 kilometers, which would be, hold on now. What did I say? So $20. That's $20 in gas for 100 kilometers, 20, 30. So there you go. That's not bad. So I put in, what did I say, 75? So 100 kilometers. So 20 into 75, round it up to 80, that's 4. So 400 kilometers. Which, okay, I think my math is not working right to do with that. Anyway, it's better I sit at home and do that. All right, everyone, this is too long. I'll be back. GoPro people, there's your Queensway. In Ottawa, the highway is called the Queensway. Okay, but it's 417, the Trans-Canada. We'll be seeing a lot of this highway going out west, although I prefer to take back highways because I'm in no hurry to get anywhere. So if I can avoid the Trans-Canada out west, I'm going to. Anyway, see you later, GoPro people. Beep, 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 beep. Doesn't look too bad busy-wise. But We're just in the far west end of Ottawa, Carp Road, Stittsville, this area. So, what time did I leave? 1:19. Is that what time I left? It's only 2. Yeah, it was 1 night. It was 20 after 1 in Hopetown, and so gas up and everything is 40 minutes to the far west end of Ottawa. That's seem to be going a lot quicker. What's going on here, man? Did I just have a loss of time or something here? What in the fuck? It's an hour. Well, no, it always was 30 minutes from our... No, that's not right. It's an hour from my place to the far west end of Ottawa, which is where we go. It's always been an hour. Okay? And I'm not speeding. Like, I'm on the Queensway. And actually here it is 110 kilometers, so I'm right at the speed limit. I usually run about 10 over when I'm on this highway because that's what everybody else does. But, and then I was running, 80? That's weird, man. I don't know. Maybe it's the magic bus. Magic. It says, get here quick. Come by me. I don't want to sit here all winter doing nothing. I'm going to take you to all the lakes where there's ice. I'm going to carry your ATV. See, that's what I was saying is that, oh yeah, so that's what I was saying about the bus, is that I'm prepared with the loan. Like once this truck loan is gone off, then the loan for him, I mean, obviously I'm going to borrow the amount for him plus tax. And then if what he's saying is accurate, I'll know not this weekend coming, but probably the week once Paul and Jane have the machine, their safety. And if it really is only a couple, $3,000, well, then I have a budget of 10. So, I mean, I have more than enough to put a lift on the back. I have more than enough to put a sound system in and add solar panels and stuff. But he's saying that I have enough with the solar panels. But I don't think he understands the sound system I want to put in there. So, I mean, I'm not going to put a home system in there, duh. I'm going to put a big sound, like a big car sound system, but it'll be equivalent to a great big... Is Camp Mart closing? What the fuck? They're just... No, okay, they're just... Sorry, I was looking in the wrong parking lot. I'm going, oh my God, Camp Mart's closing. They haven't been around that long here. Yeah, so... If I don't need the solar, he does say, you might want to add a couple more batteries. Okay, no troubles, no bubbles, no troubles. So we'll do that. I think I'm going to move over here because merging traffic. Just I don't like being in the fast lane. Because I'm not really doing all that fast. Okay, mister. Well, I can't move into the other lane because now somebody's blocking me from doing it. And of course, he won't pass me on the other side. He'll just park himself right there. I should just jump in front of him. I'll put the signal on for him. I want to get out of this fast lane. See, I share the world. I know there's people that want to drive 200 miles an hour. Legal or not, it's not my problem. That's what the OPP's job is. But I'm also not going to stay in their way because, fast lane, right? Sometimes I'll want to go in the fast lane. I'll never do 200 miles an hour. But I get past this great big United truck here. Yeah, little Honda. This is a very powerful truck. It wasn't my intention to buy such a powerful truck, but there we go. Now it's this guy, oh, for fuck's sakes. Never mind. Fuck them. It's a city. They're only idiots anyway. I'm just going to be going in one lane, passing him. You know what? Fuck you. I pulled ahead of this guy to be away from him. Okay, so he goes back, starts to cruise behind me again, and catches, and then suddenly speeds up to catch up with me to sit on my tail again. Sorry, I'm not moving because you're a fucknut. I gave you your chance. Now I'll move, just to let you know I'm looking at you. Asshole. Now we'll sit on his ass. Anyway, I don't like being in the fast lane. But now the real fast lane, see, because there's another lane to the left on the Queensway. It's one of those only 2 people in the vehicle or 2 people and up people place, but it turns into a regular, oh my God, that's a new exit I never saw before. Oh no, okay. Never mind. Anyway, I will not be like this in the bus. And you'll probably never see me go through Ottawa with the bus like this. Like if I go somewhere, I always avoid going through the big cities. Toronto, I don't go anywhere near it unless I have to go there. If I'm going out towards, Bruce Peninsula, I stay up all on the back roads. I'm further ahead that way, gas mileage way. No people on the back roads for the most part. Usually just locals anyway, and they're fine. So probably should be careful. I don't want to film this phone completely up. All right, I think I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to go listen to Jim Cornette. I'm going to relax for a bit, enjoy, because I'm going through the city, and I'm guarantee you I'm going to probably have a temper tantrum. I'm not buzzed, so it's like, I'm not going to be buzzed now until like when I get back. So that's like, what, 5 hours from now? Hey, buddy. The fast lane's to the left. I don't know why you did what you did to that guy in the little car. You didn't need to do that. Like, what the hell? People's driving habits have gotten so much worse. I'm a big believer, just like guns, rifles, whatever. If you're going to own one, then you train and get your license, whatever it is. And, of course, register all that. Because I'm not anti-gun because I live in the country. Hello. And most of this country is rural. Hello. And, living out in rural, especially out west, if you're pomping around in the bush, 3 biggest creatures in this country, moose, elk, and grizzly bears. And any one of those 3, you catch them in the wrong mood, the wrong day, or whatever, you'll be dead. So, and a rifle ain't fast enough. You cannot pick up a rifle fast enough to a charging 1,000-pound grizzly. First of all, most 90% of the people that aren't used to that will freeze. You don't even have seconds to freeze. So that gun needs to be at your side. Bear spray, you can carry it with you, but I wish you all the luck with a grizzly. So that's not going to stop him. Even if he can't see and he's still going to swipe at you. And one swipe is all it takes to put your guts on the ground. So, just like in the movies. They've been doing some work here on the 417. Repaving. Cabanaw's doing it looks like. Cabanaw Construction. The only company I'll ever work for if I ever had to go back to work driving. Only people I'll work for, no one else. That's it. They can keep me right out in the country, none of this city shit. So, fuck, are they ever doing construction here? IKEA here. I poured I personally did not pour all the concrete. We all did. But worked on that project for a long time, bringing concrete back. That one wasn't bad because I was coming from Moody Drive here in the West End, and it was a really easy run. So, no signal. Guy just swipes across 4 lanes, not one signal. Wait for it. And there's a guy sitting here in the fast lane, and they just cut him right off. But yeah, right across all 4 lanes, not a signal, nothing. This is why there's a lot of traffic for this time of day. I guess I'm going into the speed lane now. So now I had a guy pull in front of me and immediately hits the brakes and slows down. Mister, get on my butt. You can wait. because I'm passing people. So I'm in the passing lane and I'm passing people. Besides, if I went 120 kilometers an hour, I'd be up this other guy's ass, so I don't need to move. God, I hate driving in the city. I could have gone the whole back way. I don't even know why I didn't. I should have. Maybe I'll come back the back way. We'll do some filming and sightseeing. All right, I'm going to end this. I need to end this. Okay, folks? I'll be back when we get... I'll come back and start filming again on the other side of Ottawa.